Now, when it comes to Facebook and Instagram, what are some of the steps that we need to go through, Joe, to ensure that it's successful?
Absolutely. So first off, you're going to need to make sure that you have your tracking pixels. So Facebook provides you with a Facebook pixel that you can implement onto the back end of your site. And that way you can actually track these users and monitor their performance on Facebook and utilize that within your campaigns. So once you have the tracking set up and installed, now you need to pinpoint your target demo. Facebook has a beautiful tool in their ads manager that allows you to really break down your target demographic if you're trying to reach a new demographic. But at the same time, utilizing that pixel, what you could do is you could create a retargeting campaign to everybody who landed on a specific page of your site. That way you can deliver them with a really specific ad that's relevant to what they're looking for.
Got it. And here is the key where you need to represent your brand as effectively as possible. Is I'll give 2 examples. So if you are selling on AdWords, if you were selling a mattress, you could say, well, okay, I'm selling a mattress, and you would bid on the mattress keywords, right? But on Facebook, you're not really selling a mattress, you're selling a good night's sleep. And you have to communicate that to the audience possibly with a video or with an ad that says that. That's a very, you need a very attractive image to grab their attention. So Facebook and Instagram is this kind of an audience. And just to give you a few creative ideas, we sell chocolate to women between the ages of 21 and 35 who got out of a relationship in the past 45 days. And we sell flowers and engagement rings to men who have been in relationships for over 5 years, but they are not married yet. So Facebook allows you to do deep targeting like this to get the conversions. Now, this is true, of course, for e-commerce products, but what if I'm running a consulting business and I'm doing lead generation and my sales cycle is 6 months from the first time they contact me to when they're going to become a client? Let's say it's 6 months. What do I do then? What should I do to make sure that those leads are worth something to me?
You need to make sure that you have your sales funnel set up and it's in place. Make sure that you have your CRM set up.
And CRM, by CRM, you mean a customer relationship manager,
yeah,
where you manage all your leads.
Correct.
Salesforce is a CRM, Nutshell is a CRM.
Correct. So when you have a high price point product or service and you're marketing on it, I mean, it could be on Google Ads as well. But let's say you're advertising on Facebook, you have a high price point item, product or service, you know that there's going to be very minimal first touch attributions that are going to lead to a sale.
Correct.
So you're going to need to be able to monitor that from the point that they first saw your ad and landed on your site to 3 months down the road when they finally decided to, pull the trigger on your product or service.
So you need to nurture them. You have to have a nurture funnel.
Correct.
Right? So what is a nurture funnel? What do we do? Most of the time people, when they advertise, they're looking for, okay, I want somebody to contact me and I want to sell them. And it doesn't work that way. People are smarter now. They have 5 seconds of an attention span. So you have to, the primary goal of today's advertisement is try to grab some kind of information from them, maybe an email or a phone number or whatever that is. And what happens when you receive that email, you have to give something back to them of value, right? So a lot of people miss this. They say, okay, here's my service, contact me. That doesn't work anymore. So what works, Joe?
Giving some sort of, like you said, providing value in exchange for in exchange for information in return. So it could be something like an ebook, or it could be something as simple as just a free consultation.
Ebook, white paper, a sample, an audit that you might be able to do, and most of this has to do with, again, exciting the user and also inflicting some pain into user, right? For example, if you contact a manager at a bank and talk about compliance, I'm pretty sure he's going to listen. So if you have a compliance software, then you have an angle into inflicting that pain. So it's about, in the ad copy, inflicting that pain, but also giving them something valuable. You have to have a good value proposition. You grab their email, you say, okay, to get this, please provide your email. They will provide their email. It's easy to get leads this way. And then you put them into a funnel. We call it a nurture funnel or a nurture drip. Now, let's talk about email. What happens? How many follow-ups do we do?
Well, it depends. It all depends on how extensive your drip is. I would say for people starting off, don't worry about making it as extensive as possible right off the bat, but just get something up and running immediately, and then little by little start to add to that drip campaign.
Got it.
But as far as how many emails, it really depends. Again, I would suggest maybe 1 email a week to 2 most. Again, you don't want to spam. You don't want to spam these individuals, and you need to make sure that each and every one of these drips provide value.
Yeah.